Hello everyone, my name is Kai Woods and today I'm doing a persuasive speech about hamster care. When you first go into a pet store, what's the first thing that you see? I bet it's the hamster cages, or at least a couple of hamsters, maybe a couple of guinea pigs, or bunnies depending on how large your pet store is. But whenever you look at that little hamster in the cage, you're just like, I have to get it. I have to have one. Well, you go through the entire store and gather all the things that you need. Then, by the time you get to the cages, you're like, this one looks really cool and really pretty. I bet my hamster would love this. But what if I told you that though that cage was so pretty and so amazing, and that the price tag definitely made it seem like it has to be amazing, that cage was nowhere near safe for your hamster, and that your hamster would gain serious health problems from it. People need to do a lot more research into hamster care than you would imagine, and we need to find ways to help get rid of unsafe hamster care products in pet stores. Because hamsters, just like humans, deserve to have their needs met and to be given the best life possible. Well, let's begin and learn all about the proper way and the lies given to us by companies about taking care of our hamsters. A lot of people have had hamsters. As a little kid, you had your colorful little cage that with your hamster named Squeakers inside, and you're just so adorable and fun. In fact, about 27% of Americans, according to Market Watch, have had a hamster in their household. That's about 1.5 million families that have bought a hamster or had a hamster in their household at least once. About 1.5 million people could have possibly bought little unsafe hamster cages because companies do not care about the safety and well-being of the hamster and only see dollar signs. Companies like Tiny Tails, KT, Critterville, all well-known animal companies that we need to stop supporting by buying their products because the products are not safe for hamsters. It is stated by the PETA that hamsters that live in small cages can develop serious health issues later on in life. The bare minimum for a hamster cage given by the Animal Humane Society is 450 square inches, though it is still recommended the hamster cage needs to be bigger. You may think, well, isn't the cages that they have at the store at least 450 square inches? Well, no. The cages that you find at the pet store barely even make it to the 300 mark in square inches. You may think, well, those are extremely expensive. I've seen a couple of those for like $40 to $60. Even some that were just slightly bigger and they were like almost $100. Well, surprisingly, getting the bare minimum for a 400 square inch cage does not have to be that expensive. The best solution to combat the small cages that we find at pet stores is to make your own. A nice solution for it is bin cages. Bin cages are extremely inexpensive. You can find just a regular storage bin that can get up to 700, almost 800 square inches for no more than maybe $15 to $25 at the very most. But with that idea in mind, you can get the size that you need for your hamster without spending a lot of big bucks. You can design it, customize it, and everything. While smaller $60 cages, not proper use for a hamster, can be up to $60, and you can't even have that much range of motion for your hamster to have a bunch of fun with it. as well as the bigger the cage, the more hideouts that you can put inside, which is just a enrichment thing for hamsters, because hamsters are natural burrowers. They like to hide in holes. So with creating that for your hamster, you can have a lot of fun with it, and your hamster's definitely going to enjoy it. And you don't have to even think about buying anything from the store. You can make your own hideouts, you can make your own tubes, but even if you decide to buy them from the store, that isn't even that expensive anyway. You'll probably get a good bunch of those, a whole lot of those, for the price that you would pay for one cage. And you can use biodegradable materials for the tubing that you choose to use for your cage. So you could use old toilet tissue or old paper towel rolls. All of that can be used in your hamster cage, and the hamster will absolutely enjoy it. But what other things have we heard about hamsters that aren't all that true? Their feeding ideas. Whenever you look into the small animals section of a pet store, all you see is hamster labeled things that are either pellets, seed packets with maybe dried fruit and some nuts, and that's about it. But in actuality, hamsters are not herbivores. They are omnivores, which means they eat fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, along with proteins such as bugs or mealworms and grubs and stuff like that. With that in mind, we are limiting a lot of our hamsters' dietary supplements by not giving them all of those needs. Without giving them fresh fruits or vegetables, we leave out good sugars that they need, as well as fiber that they need to help clear out their systems. And if you look at rat supplements, they have a lot of added supplements to help the hamster be healthy. If you add rat pellets and have fresh fruits and vegetables along with some mealworms with your regular hamster feed, your hamster will have the best diet possible to live the longest they possibly can. With this information, I hope you learned the best way to take care of your hamster. Because in conclusion, the information given to us by companies are mostly lies, just so that they can get a big buck, just so they can sell as much product and merchandise as possible, just because it looks pretty. Not because it's safe for the hamster, not because the hamster will have the best life possible in it, just because they know if they can make it look colorful enough for kids, parents will buy it. So, this is what I'm going to leave you with. Do your research. Look at credible sources from the Animal Humane Society, PETA, RSCPA. All of those are credible sources, as well as read books. Look at other blogs and such, because that information could be the difference between your hamster having the best life possible and having the worst life possible. So, my resources include hamsters101.com, enwikipedia.com/domestication of Syrian hamsters, www.sprucepets.com, www.navs.com, along with www.marketwatch.com. And I hope that you learned a lot from this persuasive speech, and that you are persuaded to make a change and a difference in a hamster's life by doing the research and by stopping the use of unsafe hamster products in pet stores. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.